Hello, greetings. All right, as you notice, I'm somewhere else tonight, and it'll be like this for Saturday, next Saturday also. And it's just like I'm trying to get out of where I'm at, trying to get into a new location. Went to Disney for a little bit. Man, it's hot as hell. So, well, it went well. I wasn't there very long, and because I'm going to be on a blackout for the next 2 months, so I might as well gather it all together and get it cataloged, and I'll start publishing this stuff through the next 2 months. So, all right, thanks for joining us tonight. Is CERN. Go into a little bit of that, and kind of go into a little bit of what we talked about on the radio show last night about relationships, or like vampire energies. Let's put it that way. So yeah, it was like my ex-girlfriend is basically kind of being possessed by a negative entity. You could say technically. Going over more details of that, was her ex-fiance or whatever. A little bit more detail on that. So now he wasn't exactly an attractive person at all. It's like ugh. Anyway, you gotta be blind. If you're female and blind, I see. I guess I see why. But he was doing a lot of. One thing my ex-girlfriend talked about was that he was getting a lot of calls from ex-girlfriends or future girlfriends. Were always trying to get a hold of him. So he was quite the seducer, and it was very strange. It's like that. So yeah, I felt a lot of darkness around him. Obviously, and he didn't left the world in not a positive way, but it's just yeah, kind of like a vampire reptilian manipulator. Reason being that the more he can get people to, our females, to fall for all of his tactics, and hey, look what I accomplished. Look, this is my report card. Look at all of this. See, look. Even if he did get married to her, he would have kept doing what he's doing. Things would have changed. Uh, you know, it's funny how she's super obsessed with him, but he's out chasing somebody else. So it's like, figure that one out. So that's a major manipulation there, going on for years, for lifetimes. So it's very strange, and obviously it's very difficult to snap out of it. Is that a soulmate energy? I don't think it is, actually. I think it's more, you think it's a soulmate energy, it really isn't. Some kind of major manipulation plug that is, either way, it's not fun. So, and many do have experienced this throughout life. Male and female have done this. So, nothing new there. Let's see what CERN. There is the Shiva statue that's in front uh, of CERN. It's in Switzerland. God of, let's see, they call it destruction, but God of creation also, from my feel. It's funny how I've been talking about Hindu energies, and it just happens to be in the front. Now, there's a mock. Yeah, I don't think this ritual is real. Then again, even if a fake ritual, you say technically, its intention is there. It's technically real, but not real. So now, yeah, the CERN is basically, yeah, it brings in positive and dark energies. It is trying to basically change timelines and even shut down this reality if they can. To create the Mandela effect, it creates many different Mandela effects. Before it was ever called the Mandela effect, it's just being noticed now, sort of. Yeah, it's taking us to alternative versions of Earth for sure. And you can say technically it brought us to the flat Earth energy too. Always brought us to the flat Earth people. Now that flat Earth's been talked about a lot, but just getting this popularity, so it did kind of trigger some of that also. So what is this purpose? Well, I believe most of the time it's shut down, but it is trying to, because we brought this up yesterday too. And CERN is just basically, it's mind manipulation at a high scale. It's something like you see in Howard the Duck. You ever see Howard the Duck? Where they bring in a demon, and that thing is spooky as hell. Same thing. Now they might not see it physically, but it can do that. I don't think all the scientists fully understand what the hell they're getting into. Some of them do. They don't give a shit. But the others are, I think, terrified of the damn thing. They need a job. There's your secret societies and all that. Definitely. Now, what I feel that is worse than CERN, I think I'll put this in the title. We'll see. What I think is far worse than anything that would ever be is, drum roll, is the Pentagon. Is more destructive. More lives have been lost through the Pentagon than any CERN can ever do. Oh, look at that. See? I knew aliens were real there. I mean, that's not too far off. It's like, this is also an alien hub. I believe the Pentagon is more enforcement. Yeah, obviously, it puts a scare around it too. You don't want to mess with the Pentagon, and technically you don't, but they're the ones also running NASA and the thinking process that goes there. Obviously, it's a little bit difficult to prove that in the physical front of it, but of course, the CIA is, I would say, a stronger entity, but the Pentagon still has a lot of power, way over CERN, I believe. CERN does do manipulation of the mind quite a bit. It's at a certain level where it does. That doesn't mean there's scientists that are actually doing that, but somebody is. And with the Pentagon is, yeah, Pentagon, I mean, just with the shape of it, it's like it's open up portals to other realities. It is bringing in dark forces for sure. Now, that doesn't mean there's not positive beings there too. As the dark forces are obvious. See, some of this stuff is like too much for people to process. They don't want to hear it. It's like, let's go over to Bashar and live in that world. Thing is about Bashar's world, it's not. It may be growing with delusional positivity, which is fine. It's like you see the darkness and you heal it. But Bashar, from what I see, is kind of diverting around it. Of course, you can't tell him that, obviously, but because I saw one of his recent videos. It's like, I'm not gonna go into conspiracies and all that, but it's like, yeah, he's just a guru. It's like a medicine man of the mind. Nothing wrong with that, but obviously he's not even handle. I don't think he's able to handle the true reality that's here, and it's ugly. It's like there's only so far some certain souls can go. I mean, sometimes you gotta go into the deep realms of this reality and see what's truly here and release it. Not to be scared of it or anything like that. But there is a demonic energy here that I don't think Bashar really wants. Yeah, he'll brag about how wonderful he is and everything. There's a level here that many will only go so far to connect with. Because I like energy around basically like the Pentagon itself shouldn't even be there anymore. They should remove any kind of symbolism, any of that stuff, remove all of it. That will open up the earth to more positive energies. Whenever that will be done, it's because will be eventually. But a lot of these symbols, like the obelisk, whatever you call it, the Washington Monument needs to be removed also. And any of these type of structures that are doing all this Illuminati mind control, all these symbolisms, all of that, I hate to say it, but Statue of Liberty probably a good idea if that goes somewhere too. In the future, probably. We don't need these things. Right now, we're still kind of figuring this all out. So in a collective, I mean, they're going right now. People are going after the Confederate stuff, right? I think it's Confederate stuff. They're going after those that have slaveries. They're kind of going to do the same thing for this other stuff eventually. when society grows up. Well, right now, a lot of conspiracy theorists don't know how to deal with this stuff. They see it, they see the symbolism, they see all the alien stuff, and they don't understand of like to connect your own wizardry to remove it, and it takes time. It's not something you move, and this is black magic. I mean, all these symbols are to keep us in prison here. Like on the flags, on this and that, the lions, the lions and the birds, all here to keep us here in prison. Now you start to see it and release it. How do you do it? You just most the intentions. It's like I'm not gonna let you manipulate me anymore. I'm gonna change my mindset, how I think, and you don't have power over me anymore. And that's when your mainstream media is no longer powerful anymore either. Eventually, the media will eventually go into online stuff. Your independence. I'll probably still. It's gonna hold on for the mainstream for a while, but eventually everything's gonna be online. It goes to a streaming service, look at stuff, but it's still gonna be there, obviously. But over time, things are going to break down more into the independence. That'll be a long time for that to happen because the mainstream won't be trusted anymore. It's already going into the independence already. But even that's going to go through a healing process. It's like the mainstream, even in the independent news, doesn't know how to heal through all this. They don't believe in the psychic world. They don't believe in any of that stuff. So it continues. So it's like they don't know how to handle it. And same thing goes with gurus like Bashar. He doesn't know how to handle it as wise as he might be. There's only certain areas that one would want to go to, such as you don't take an average doctor and now you're going to do brain surgery on somebody that where you're just normally doing orthopedic type of work. How's a scrape on your arm, stuff like that. That's what Bashar is. It's more like and it's like a head doctor in some regard. But here, like what I'm here to do is like remove the head, put a new one on. And that is a rarity. And others out there are doing the same. It's like removing this reality or healing this reality is, they talk about the new earth and all that. I did a channeling today. It's like, I hate to say it, I think some of that's a manipulation too. It's like the idea is to heal this earth. Go to the new earth. Wouldn't it be better if you have, this is basically a challenge from today. It's basically just allowing, so you see a lot of people are waiting for the new earth. I'm waiting for this new earth. Where is the new earth? I just can't wait for the new earth to get here. It's like, once again, it's like you can use the energy pulse within yourself to bring in more positivity, basically. People are doing that, but they're also waiting for this new earth to come in. It's like, I feel like they're going to go to a whole another version of Earth or something like that. Technically, you're already there. It's just, but the idea is to heal this reality. And I know that everybody's waiting for an event, or we're all waiting for something, right? I mean, when the consciousness starts to shift out of the third dimensional mindset, basically aliens and psychic abilities, everybody's using it. They just go the other direction because, they're told to. Anytime anybody says, I'm trusting my feelings, that is an intuitive connection. How many people say that a day? Quite a bit. But then they don't believe in their psychic ability or intuitive abilities. It's like a whole world has a screw loose, a major one. But CERN is there to also put ideas into minds and control societies, obviously. We're going to go to Iran and do some stuff there. And another manipulation, obviously. But, you got to expect things like this for right now until the negativity cools down. Obviously, governments, I would say all governments, not just one, it's all involved. It's like they're going to keep the veil up as long as they can. When the people start changing, the government will come down. Just be change your mindset. I don't say violence won't work. No, good luck with that one. It's just the ideas of what you want to experience. It's like you're so used to the old ways of life, negativity, murder, or like dangers of children and all that. The idea is to change a mindset that this is not normal. Obviously, many people think like that. But also carry out the manipulating beings that are creating it. And it's not so easy. It's like it just takes time. Basically, it's like people want to have positive energies, but what about this dark entity that's around you manipulating your coworkers or you for that matter? It's like I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be positive with this dark entity that's attached to me. I'm trying to make the best of it instead of removing the damn thing. You know, it's another layer of it's weird. The whole thing is weird, but it's. I mean, people are obviously aware of this stuff, but when you get a mass population where they don't believe it implants a negative entity that can attach themselves to you, how can you remove something you don't believe in it? It's like, I don't believe in it. That means it might not be there. Well, they want you to think that so they can rule your ass, and they continue to do it. The more you believe it, you realize these things can attach themselves to you, you release it. And in that phase, you'll have less negative movies and less horror movies. Because horror movies are just triggering more darkness, basically. They're just calling out. It's like a seance. It's calling out more darkness into our reality from other reality. I mean, horror movies. I mean, when that starts becoming less part of society, then you'll have your new Earth open up. The banking systems go away. Horror movies stop being made. Religion becomes a little bit more pleasant, and their manipulation. Then your new Earth, your higher vibrational Earth comes in. So there's some elements here that just need to, yeah, because the horror movies are horrible. Guess it all depends on who you're talking to, but they do bring in dark vibrations here, major league ones. Now with CERN, I believe it's activated. Well, I feel like it's on all the time. Now they might not say that publicly. They might not be doing an actual work on it, but they are doing stuff that they probably should not be doing. And they don't give a shit, obviously. We're here to help humanity, just like the chemtrails. So yeah, CERN is very much being offered. Yeah, obviously there are scientists that know exactly what they're doing. There's a spiritual energy there, but obviously, but it's not seen there. That's causing a lot of manipulations. It's definitely not planning to be seen anytime soon. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. What was it called? The machine. I'll have to look this up 1 second. Okay, that's right. One moment. Oh, there's no image of them, but there's a thing called the machine fairies. I'll be connecting to in a second. I'll channel them tonight. I believe it's called. Let me double check. Right with you. Yeah, let me just double check on it. I believe this. I want to make sure I got this right. Fairies. Oh man, I have to pause it 1 second. Yeah, might as well call it the same thing. 1 second, trying to figure this all out. It's machine elves. That is what we'd be connecting to. Yeah, they're kind of a weird energy. It is very strange. We're gonna dive right into those suckers. Oh, people think they're evil. They're not evil. I mean, anything can be evil. You put the intention into it, it can be dark. Yeah, they're doing that. Well, there's fear around them. That's why people don't understand them. All right, we're gonna go into that in a second. So, for those who are new to all this, liveandtone.com. We have private sessions throughout the week. We have whatever this is, calendar, the overhead channel. We have Google Hangout, Zoom channel by phone. Also have this shop here, about 7 days for delivery once again. I also have the mentorship, social. Oh yeah, mentorship emails. I'm getting back to people as quickly as I can. Writing out of email is not so easy these days. Spirit of social, I'll get my energy back. Same situation here. I have other channels and heroes I do recommend. We have the social network, and we have awesomeness and more coming on. So the machine elves. I'm glad I looked that up because I wasn't really too sure. I don't know what I want to call them fairies, but I don't think there's much of a difference there. Okay, machine elves. Okay. All right, it's up to you if you want to call them whatever you want. Okay, here we go. Blessings. And we'll go into CERN and anybody else, and we'll go deeper into other stuff. But all right, here we go. Our energies, yes, are different than what you are expecting. Yes, we are. Yes, energies of manifestation. Yes, we work within your DNA, basically help assisting you in your creation process. Now, the word machine isn't exactly the term we would normally use, but for your world, it seems to blend in well with your consciousness. Machine elves, yes, we're entities of different sizes and shapes. Yes, are basically, yes, work in higher dimensions, are basically the framework of your reality. Yes, there's many entities that have not been noticed, but yes, we do assist the Elohim and other beings to bring in your creation process. That's your hands, ears, face, and all of that. Basically, also even the creation of your structures, your buildings, your structure yourself. We do assist with a great deal, as many other beings do at this time. What, what is this honesty of the soul? Letting yourself free yourself from this reality. Not so simple. Yes, your alien beings are patients, humans are far from it. As basically aliens have to, yes, see a mature level of the human where you can actually connect to the alien and human connect together without there being hostility. This does not mean that some alien beings are not going to interact with you. They always are on all fronts, especially in your local churches. So when you go there next time, you might see a giant reptilian being sitting there. So yes, basically you're going to the fundamentals of your soul. How was your soul put together through different fractal energies of ideas? You're basically you are yes, you are souls connected to other souls. So do you have many souls connected to you at this time? Yes, millions, billions, trillions, whatever you like to look at it. They're all connected into each other. So that's just how you make this world work. Is that you're all, as you know, the network of the soul. You all feel each other's vibration. Well, how does that work exactly? Because you're all interconnected. You all kind of blend in with each other's vibrations more than you might realize. This is how you get the senses that you do. And this is how telepathy works. So you're connected to somebody that's already connected to you already. So think of also, as you know, all souls are one, basically. You're all individual, yes, but you're all connected as a family. That's yes, so basically you have a billion people here, plus your animals, plus your nature. You're all blended, they're all blended into you. Yes, that does not mean you have to fully go into the inside of every single energy field of all that. You can't handle it as a human, but as a higher dimensional being, it is like being on drugs. You feel all of this, and it's like, it's better than crack, basically. Especially at your world's level, because the levels are so low, but the knowledge is so high. So with you as human collectives, you're going to see this more basically tapping to the souls within, not just your soul, but everybody else. This is how you integrate into each other. The world, even the aliens are plugged into you basically. So how many beings are that? That's up to you to find out. It's up to you. a billion souls, 5 billion souls, 10 billion souls, all into one. You'll realize this also. Basically, yes, it's a maze of knowledge. But realize when you have all these souls mashed into your vibration, the earth also, don't forget that. You make choices. This is how you choose where you're going to go in your existence. What is speaking to you the most? This is in the spirit world, you can connect to it also. Where can assistance, where you can learn the most? So having all this soul mashing together, especially in the spirit world, everyone's pretty much connected just the same. Yes, it's not done exactly in the physical realm. You're all kind of individual, but the vibrations are all, you hear everything, see everything. You imagine that. And where you can, yes, make a phone call with your mind, basically. Now, aliens have a lot of that toned down, but still, yes, at a higher frequency in yours. Yes, as your human upgrades itself from third to fourth, it will cause a chain reaction, yes, within the spirit world, as they will get and even themselves an upgrade from your consciousness, because you challenge them greatly. Imagine when you're at a higher vibration, truly challenging them. Yes, they can handle it, but does change your spirit world's energy. I mean, as you learn, your spirit world learns, and it goes up a notch. I know it sounds strange, but you're always expanding and growing in your human consciousness. Yes, many here are not fully ready for a high consciousness upgrade of basically you're getting drugs ingested into your mind. That's spirit energy. You're assisting humanity from a higher level, or all species. Not to say you're going to be a father or a mother of the universe. We're here to assist the universe through your growth output. Basically, humanity here, as you upgrade into higher realms of understanding, you're expanding your consciousness to any world that'll take your vibration. And you'll say, oh, you like my energies? I would be more than happy to be connected to you. You go to Mars, Venus, we're just using those as examples, but other places in the universe. And this is where you also expand upon your incarnation process. So you can be there spiritually, but also be there in incarnation. Someone's like, okay, I can't do everything here in the spirit world. I have to incarnate on your planet. It's the only way to make this work. Maybe now you understand why you're here on this planet. Not everything works in the spirit world, as some might think so. To assist the planet, if if many of you can be in the spirit world right now assisting humanity, many of you say, yes, check that box, get me over there, get me off this planet. But you realize the effects aren't that strong. They're strong, they're okay, it works all right, but being here is even stronger. It's like 10 times stronger with you being here than you just being echoing, hey, don't buy that house. Don't do that. Don't touch that girl on her head. Stop being so offensive to everyone. It's better to be a human and do this instead. And yes, and stop watching that 3 hour movie every day. It's a joke. So yes, your society basically is going to a higher consciousness. And getting used to it, yes, many channelers here are still figuring themselves out. The new ways, new energies are coming in. Some are stuck in the old-fashioned realms of ideas. Basically, channeling is going to become more frequent than many of you in society. However you wish to utilize it, you don't have to go in this direction. Go any direction you wish. Basically, you want to open yourself up like a flower, like a tree, and just connect to the universe, basically. Not necessarily. And everyone's always going to channel to a certain degree, but yes, you can use it on a personal level, of course. But either way, it still assists humanity, basically, because others connect to your vibrations. Many of you don't wish to channel all these energies for others because you're actually channeling for the earth. You're bringing vibrations to the earth, to ground to the earth's energies, into ascension energy, so it can speed things up. Now, your alien beings, will they ever appear on your planet? Yes, but yes, first it'd be nice to have human consciousness aware of their existence instead of, it does not exist. It does not exist. Yes, let's watch TV with aliens, but aliens being real is just insanity. So many of you are connecting to it. The numbers will increase of people channeling those energies and will freak out your society because you're going to get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into information that people think you're just making it all up. But it's just how your world's fundamentally put together. And human here is just in a delusional state right now. As yes, many are yes part of the Archon plan of basically taking it easy and staying a child. That's why many souls have difficulties growing up in this society. It's because many of the entities want you to stay a teenager, and when many of you wish to grow to be adult. Not everybody's hearing what they want to hear because alien informants. If they want alien connections, also because many of them wish to exit the Earth for various reasons. Mission accomplished. See you later, planet Earth. But it's not that easy because many contracts here are yes for 10 years, or most of them are for 10 years because many of the 10-year mark will be leaving this world. Mission accomplished. Humanity is aware of alien species and not scared about it, or whatever it might be. Some of them are adapting to the idea that this does exist. And it gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and people are starting to open to the idea of alien connections are stronger than they thought before. Put it that way. Yes, you see a nice flying saucer in the sky. How romantic, but it does not really bring fulfillment to the soul. It does to a degree, but asks more questions and brings in answers. You're here to bring in answers. And that is what you are in the era of answers, the fabrics of time. You are here to find the answers within and bring them out. Not easy as you can see, but is possible. And your CERN is, yes, part of the dark forces. As lovely as it might be, as fascinating as it is the dark forces basically use black magic on society and to shut your world down, as many of you, and it's true. But you are sending your light to it. It's like, yes, it must be nice wishing to bring our world into a black hole, but many of you it's like, no need for that. It is getting your world a lot of attention. It is bringing in more positive aliens to take your world more seriously. Because a lot of positive aliens like look at your world. It's like, I don't think I can help in that world. I'm going to be over here. Tell me how that works out. But many alien souls are taking a lot of risks being assisting humanity. They know the risks. They know their lives are not always safe. They care, but they don't care. They care about your society's advancement. So they feel like it's worth it. If they do lose an alien life due to conflict on this world, it is, once again, worth it for your human race to awaken and find itself. That's what you're here to do. Reach out to your own power. What is your own power? Infinite wisdom. How easy is it to get there? Not very easy, as you can see. The energy inside of you will glow. It will, many of you, this is a high, yes, realize many on your world are going to look for other planets like yours because they're not truly ready to find the peace with them. There's nothing wrong with that. But many of you in the awakened state right now are working on assisting many souls who cross into the realities they wish to, where they can still learn from conflict. Because this world's cycle is coming to an end. Not as soon as many of you would like it to, but many of you are talking to those here in your world, showing there are alternative Earths they can go to for their masterpiece of this existence. So many of you can, those of you continue on the path that you feel to allow enlightenment to come in. Your new Earth, how do you visualize that? Because you're bringing it here into this now. Is it a manipulation? Some of it is, yes, only because of the waiting. You allow the new Earth to grow within you, and it lets yourself expand. Feel the vibrations around. Remove the darkness, bring in the light. That is your new timelines, new Earth, new timelines, new planet. New planet, new ways of the planet. This world does not want to forget its past. You want to remember everything, even the things done in private, because it helps you create the character of who you are today. Because if you forget, you got to do it all over again. How many wish to do that? Some do. Some want to do it all over again. I forgot everything. Or a spirit never forgets. But there's a level of this life, this human energy you want to remember. Timelines of the past can be erased. Doesn't mean you're going to reincarnate because of that, but you want to pass through this life, not have to repeat. Maybe you do repeat it in different ways, but once again, timelines of the past can affect you greatly because they are being removed. But most of those people are not here right now, so not to worry. Just bring in your light. Believe in yourselves. Transition is here. Your average human, yes, is a fascinating one because entertained by old energies. Even sports is technically an old energy. Your entertainment's an old energy because it does the same things old movies, old TVs used to do. Like the characters, people. They have not really expanded and changed, have they? It's kind of like sugar coated sameness there. Let's see. Okay. All right, much one. Have a good night. Take care.